Whether it's a one-man fighter or a massive starship, there is no doubt that the Star Wars films had iconic spaceships and fighters. Today I will be looking at a combination of my personal top 5 and the ships even non-Star Wars fans would recognise. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Here is the top 5 iconic Star Wars space vehicles. A starship that kicks off the first movie in the iconic franchise has to make the list. Besides that fact, Star Destroyers appear countless times in the original trilogy and play a big part in the first 3 movies. Apart from the original trilogy, these starships appear in many games, showing they are very important to the Star Wars universe and are also very iconic. TIE fighters featured prominently in the original trilogy. They were one-man ships with a simple but memorable design. If looks weren't enough, its blaster sounds and flying roar made them very hard to forget. I bet almost everyone you know will recognise the fighter, if not telling you its name. With everything just listed, the TIE fighter rightfully deserves a place on the list. The TIE fighter was the Imperial's iconic fighter, and the X-Wing was the Rebellion's most iconic fighter. Let's face it, they were really cool ships, which were agile but also quite powerful. To make the ship more recognisable, Luke Skywalker, the main protagonist in the original trilogy, had one as his own personal ship. Enough said.
Blast, this is why I hate flying.
Just like my point with Luke, the Slave One was piloted by 2 of the most badass, coolest and loved bounty hunters in the franchise, Jango and Boba Fett. The ship was like no other with its design and how menacing it looked. Put it this way, if you seen the Slave One in your space rearview mirror, then you would need a change of pants, to say the least. If it wasn't for the amazing spaceship that is number 1, the Slave One would be sitting comfortably in the top spot. Before we look at the number 1 pick, let's look at some of the space vehicles that just missed out on making the list. Was there any doubt? Surely this is a ship on top of your list as well. Even though the Millennium Falcon had humble origins and looked somewhat shabby, it played a massive role in the Rebellion's quest against the Galactic Empire. And let's not forget, it destroyed the second Death Star. The Falcon's pilot Han Solo is arguably the greatest Star Wars character ever. However, it is quite possible his ship is more loved. A good example of this was the pop it got when shown at the end of The Force Awakens' first trailer. With all that being said, there is no question that the Millennium Falcon is the most iconic Star Wars space vehicle. This was only my top 5, meaning you will no doubt have your own list, so let me know that in the comments below, as well as any iconic space vehicles I missed. For more Star Wars related content, keep it locked here to the Kankazans.